Hi guys, so in this part of the lesson we're going to be adjusting audio levels for editing. Why? Because when we're recording the audio there were some parts where the speaker had low voice tones, so the levels of his vocals were low. So in this lesson what we're going to do, we'll level out all the volume levels before we edit the files. So how do we do this? Before I do that, I'll first want to sort of preview the files. So what we'll need to do, we'll go to the first file, the one on track 2. Just go there and double click. It will open. So as you can see, the levels of audio are not the same. So here there's a huge high level and of volume, and there's like minimum levels of volume. So what we're going to do first, we're going to select the whole file. We press Control A, and then we go to Effects and Amplitude and Compression, and then we choose the Speech Volume Leveler. Okay, so with the Speech Volume Leveler, what it does, it basically brings all the volume levels to a certain point, and it also boosts the levels of any vocals that we'll be editing. So there is the target volume level. This one you don't need to worry about it much because it doesn't change. And then we have the leveling amount. The leveling amount is the one that amplifies your speech. So I'll just preview it right now. Let's just say if it was on 0.
Thank you for having your way in this place in the name of Jesus.
Yes,
Lord, you are God, you are Lord. Father, in this place, you're God and your Lord in our lives, you're God.
Yes, you don't hear that much, but let's increase the leveling amount.
Thank you for having your way in this place in the name of Jesus. Lord, you're God, you're Lord. Father, in this place, you're God and your Lord in our lives, you're God and your Lord. Father,
as you can see, the volume is increased to minus 6 dB. So what we'll do, we'll leave the leveling amount round about 90 and 90 there, 90%. And then there's the dynamic range. Okay, so what the dynamic range does, it reduces or minimizes any background noise while amplifying your speech. So any noise that was in your recording, right, background noise, it's reduced. But our best level of adjusting this is around about 40-50 there. I wouldn't advise you to leave it at 30 dB or 80 dB. It depends on how low the vocals are, but for this kind of vocals, let's just leave it at 45 dB. And we don't really need to boost low signals. Okay, so right now let's just preview it.
Thank you for having your way in this place in the name of Jesus. Lord, you're God.
And yes, yeah, those are good levels. So one thing I want you to do is save this preset. So already, let's save it as boost volume for sermon. Okay, and then let's go to that star again. Click on the star there, and let's write the same thing: boost volume for sermon. All right. Okay, so why did we do that? We're saving those presets. We're going to be using them on the other files. So what we do, let's apply the setting and see what this effect does, so that you get a visual picture of what it does. So as you can see, the speech volume leveler has increased the volume levels of most of the recording, and it's sort of leveled all of the vocals there. So that's what the speech leveler does. So now we need to do this for the other files. So what we're going to do, as you can see here, we just leveled the audio for track 03, track 003. So we'll now need to do this for all of these files. So instead of individually opening the files and going over the whole process again and again, we can do what we call batch processing. So seeing as we've already edited track 3, we'll go there and select the other files that haven't been edited. So you go there and then you hit shift and then you click on 7. We've selected all of those files, and then we go there to batch process, and then we drag those files there. Now remember that setting that preset that we saved, we go and look for it there. So there it is, boost volume for sermon, and then we run. So what this basically does, it applies those same settings to all of those files at once. So that's the advantage of batch processing. Also saves on time. But please do bear in mind that if you're going to do batch processing, apply the settings for the same recording. Like let's say if you recorded in the same time, right, at the same time, right, without changing anything, those same settings from the speech leveler that you're going to apply to the other files should be for the same recording. So if you record another recording at a different time and at a different venue, you shouldn't use different settings from another project. You need to start all over again, because they might differ in terms of volume levels that need to be adjusted. So guys, that's all for adjusting audio levels. If you have any questions, please comment below.